Hit that ball.
Rambo Radio with your host, Jen T.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
I'm fucking coming for you.
Now I feel poo coming out of my bum. So it's a lot right now. Yeah, it's a lot.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rambo Radio. I am your host, Jen T. Twitter and Instagram at Jen T523. Yo, what a crazy ass week. Okay, I don't even let's just fire it off and let's just get to all the madness, because the world, forget Israel versus Palestine. We got Kendrick versus Drake, and it has exploded. It's taken the world by storm. I'm telling you, I don't think I've seen anything take over the news cycle or take over the socials this big since October 7th. Okay, this is crazy. This is absolutely mental. These two have taken over the world. But before we get to that, it's time for Customers of the Week. Well, this week, I should report that my stalker did come back. Oh, same question. Hey, baby. Can I have to go to the restroom? I was like, yep, leave me the hell alone. Goodbye. I was like, yep, that way. And then I immediately ran to the front of the store, and I was like, I'm telling y'all, this motherfucking stalker. So I was like hiding next to my friends. I was like, yo, if she tries something. Because see, your dear host, Rambo, I can't fight because, it is known on the socials. It is known on the street that, I know how to fight. So I'm supposed to restrain myself, you see. So if I have some minions do my bidding for me, if I have people who are not known to fight but know how to fight, well, then everything's just that much better. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna hide over here. And if she tries anything, you do something. They're like, cool. So she comes up, and I can tell she wants to ask me a question. She wants to try and take me away. And I was like, nope. I got my boss here. I got my other cashier friend. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, you little stalker? Nothing. And she just as soon as she tried to come up to me and ask me a question, she just ran out of the store and ran to her car. And then I watched her. I was like, I got you, bitch. I got you. I know your plates. I know your car. And she just sat in her car for a good 15 minutes. And I was like, aha, you is a crazy person. And so I got a place, and I was like, that's right, bitch. I got you. All I got to do is say the word to the homie who knows how to use the internet real good. I mean, real good. He gonna find you. We gonna find you. We gonna find you. Run and tell that. Run and tell that. If I say the word to the homie, he or she knows how to find you with just your license plate. I mean, damn, they good as hell. But I'm not gonna do that. Because I'm like, listen, I know you're a crazy person. You might need a little extra love, but it ain't coming from me. Go find your extra love somewhere else. I think it's kind of crazy that based off a picture that has no identification of where I work, other than the building, not even the right building, just the general building, she somehow found out where I worked. So that is a crazy person, and I do not want to have any contact with that whatsoever. So I'm gonna let my dogs handle that. Jesus. So in some other news, speaking of my dogs, if we are keeping score, I'm pretty sure you remember about a month ago, I told y'all that somebody had sharted all over the toilet in the women's restroom, on the handicap handle, on the toilet, on the toilet handle, on the toilet paper dispenser, on the walls. Well, I have an update for y'all, and there's still shit all over the toilet dispenser. It's been a month, and there's still shit in the bathroom. Dear God Almighty. Oh, my days. Wow. I cannot believe where I work. It's really, truly incredible. And speaking of where I work, we're losing another employee, another great employee. She has put in her 2 weeks, and she will be working at the hospital for $23 an hour. Excuse me? Mommy, I've worked where I've worked for this summer will make 21 years. I do not make $23 an hour. I do not make 20. Hey, you got any more of them jobs? Holy shit. I need a $23 an hour job. Damn. And at the hospital? Hey, God. That's a good job. Holy smokes. I'm about to ask her, what the hell are you doing? Are they hiring? What's up? Kudos to her, because she's been in hell. Some of the other people that she shares a department with are absolutely fucking full-on nutters. And I don't know how she hasn't murdered them already, but instead she got a better job, which is good for her, which is going to cause complete and utter chaos once again in the store, because not only is she putting in her 2 weeks, we also have 3 pregnant ladies who will be leaving right around the same time. Holy smokes. Holy fucking smokes. Pretty soon, I predict there is probably going to be myself, maybe one cashier left, and 2 managers, and that's it. I just predict the most insane mass exodus is will happen this year. I'm calling it now. It is going to happen. I'm just predicting that between now and 2025, between quitting and just full-on pregnancy leave, we're going to probably lose another 8-10 people. 8-10 people, easily. I'm calling it right now. 8 to 10 people are going to be gone, whether it's temporarily or permanently. And we're the store with, I would say, about 20 staff, 8 to 10 people leaving. It is not good. And mind you, pre-COVID, we had 40 fucking people working there. And now we're down to like 20, okay? And then now we're about to lose, within the next 6 months, another 8 to 10 people. 8 to 10 people. Hey! This is unfucking believable, but it is predicted because, unfortunately, as sweet as the owners are, and they are getting into their last days, and the people in charge, which are the owners' children, they're also arriving into their retirement age, and it's seeming like nobody gives a fuck itis is spreading. And when I say nobody gives a fuck, I mean nobody gives a fuck to pay people well, to treat people well. So people leave. People aren't going to stay. People aren't going to put up with that. So it is to be as expected. And on top of that, customers are also leaving as well too. And, it's not the staff's fault. It is just that my work is so expensive and it's just cheaper to find it online. I don't know what else to tell you. This is the dying age of brick and mortar, and there's really nothing you can do about it but just watch the whole thing just fall apart, and I've got my popcorn. I'm happy to say that at least the job that I will be going to, which is jujitsu, there's a need for that. I just watched a young lady walking down the street, unexpectedly have a young man with a belt lasso her neck and strangle her and rape her on the street. If you can find the video, it is just so chilling because, you're walking. You should always be mindful of your surroundings. But when somebody gets close enough to lasso their belt around your neck, how do you not hear this person walking up behind you? Secondly, I was told that this video was at 3:00 in the morning, and no woman, I'm sorry, I hate this, but this is how the world works. Unless you know how to defend yourself, it is just not a good idea to be a woman walking alone at 3:00 in the morning. I don't care if you're in the safest neighborhood or not. It is not a good idea. And again, unless you know martial arts, I don't recommend that. And I know martial arts, and you're not going to catch me walking around no neighborhood alone unless, there's other people with me. That's just crazy. So this young lady was just breaking all the rules of just not being mindful of her surroundings, being out late, walking alone. And then to top it off, it is New York City. Now, I get it. It's a 24-hour city, but there are some scandalous ass people out. Okay. And you got to be mindful of what's going on. And so, I politely encourage you to sign up for a jiu-jitsu class, a self-defense class, something, anything, so you know how to protect yourself. So again, my job will be secure because there will always be people in need who want to train martial arts, who need to train martial arts to protect themselves. So, but as far as if you got a brick and mortar store that ain't selling something that's essential, vitamins aren't essential. I hate to tell you that. If you got groceries, you got one of a kind merchandise, where you're smart enough to be like, hey, I just fucking went to Crumble for the first time and I resisted going to this place because, I just can't believe that a chain of cookies can make good cookies, or store-bought cookies can be better than homemade cookies. But these fucking cookies were fire, okay? Crumble cookies, shout out to Crumble. This is a brick and mortar store, which I see will never go out of business unless they're treating people like crap, unless they treat their employees like crap. I cannot imagine this place will go out of business. These were the finest cookies I've had, okay? Next to homemade. Homemade, number one. Number two, Crumble. So... And the way that Crumble works, much like a lot of small time cookie shops that I've been to, is every week they change the cookie menu. So each week there's different cookies. So if I were you and you're going to start a brick and mortar business, for the love of God, make items exclusive. Okay. I'm not a business expert, but this is just what I'm seeing is successful for business. Create something that is exclusive, that is limited. Change up your selection weekly. Say, hey, look, I only have access to these following items, these 6 things. You can only buy these 6 things. And on Sunday at midnight, the next 6 things come up. Okay. Once you create scarcity or you limit or you restrict, and that gets around, people go, oh, this is hot. This is fire. I'm going to buy that because it's not going to be there next week. So my recommendation to you is if you go into some sort of business, make sure that it is something that is exclusive, that is needed, or is limited, or you have to, be a part of some sort of club or group or app to get these deals. That to me generates revenue. Having 40 different types of protein, that doesn't generate revenue because people go, well, which one's the best? And you go, well, they're all good. And they go, that doesn't really help. It's like, yeah, there's no bad one here. You just have to decide the specifics. Like I tell people, okay, if you walk to the left, these are plant-based proteins. If you walk to the right, these are animal-based proteins. And it's like, okay, now that I've narrowed down 60 feet of protein, what in this 30 feet is the best protein for me? It's like, oh my God. People don't want to go through that shit, man. People don't have time for that. They want to grab their shit and get the fuck out and get back to their family or their job or whatever the fuck it is they're doing. So it's just like, my work is playing a losing game. Hey, we have 40 different ketchups. Hey, we've got 60 different hot sauces. From what I learned from the CEO of Costco is there's a reason why Costco is successful. And it's not because they have items in bulk. It's because they limit your options. You have one type of ketchup or two types of ketchup. You have one type of pasta sauce. If you need pasta sauce, you're going to fucking buy it. You're going to be like, I'm not sure. You're just going to grab it. Same with protein. You go in there, there's only chocolate or vanilla. There's no 20 fucking different flavors. You either get chocolate or vanilla. You decide. But it forces your mind to pick one because you need something. Okay? The more your brain has to think, the more your brain's like, fuck it. Later. And I've tried to mercilessly explain this to my bosses, and they don't understand that. They like the fact that it's a niche little store and there's 60 different varieties of something. Okay, well, there you go. You want to be stuck in your ways? Well, this is why your sales are down. The end. So, I like I said, I'm just that dog sitting there at the dinner table eating my food while the house is on fire. And you know what? It doesn't bother me because, like I said, I have my future planned out. I know exactly where I'm going and where I want to be. And, this is just... I'm just hanging out for the ride, so to speak. I had a blind lady customer over the phone relentlessly call. I mean, when I say relentless, I mean it is 6 times in under 20 minutes. How can I help you? Hello, I'm blind. And I was like, okay, how can I assist you? Yes, well, I wanted to know what are the best herbs for the immune system. 'Cause I'm blind. And I was like, okay, well, let me check here on Google. Google? Oh, well, I could have done that. And I was like, how? How, Sway? How? You know the rules, and so do I. Aren't you blind? How the hell you gonna do that? So I was like, yeah, so according to Google, and usually when I tell them that I'm going on the computer, it's because they are being belligerent with phone calls, just calling, asking questions over and over and over and over again. And it is particularly scary when they start asking personal questions. Like specifically, she was calling to ask for my coworker. When she asked for my coworker, she was asking if he was married, how long has he worked there, what is his type, like things that made him uncomfortable. He's like, look, I'm just here to work. I don't want people in my business, and that call made me uncomfortable, and I'm not going to answer the phone if I see that lady on the caller ID. I said, cool, I got you. And so I was talking to her, and she never asked me any personal questions because I was like, according to Google. I was like, nah, I'm going to shut this bitch down right away. I don't care if you're handicapped, blind, old, young, child, whatever. If you are going to call a store 6 times after we've helped you 5 of the other times, what more do you need? There is nothing more that you need. You are calling the store just to talk to somebody. And I'm not down with that because we have people in the store that need help, and now you're tying us up on the phone. So I was like, lady, I've got to go. I've got customers in the store. So she's like, oh, okay, well, I shop at your store, but I'm blind. So I just order online. And I was like, okay, well, good for you. But if you want to talk to the online coordinator, I can transfer you to that person because they are not helping anybody. Matter of fact, they work from home, and they just send all the calls to the fucking voicemail and answer it when they want. Okay? Can you believe that? Our online coordinator is like, leave a message. I'll call you back when I want to. And you know how I know? Because customers call and complain to me and go, I've left messages and nobody's called me back. Oh, whoop-de fucking whoop. I'm like, oh, this bitch. So I'm just like, lady, Okay, that's great. So then I was able to help her and get her what she needed. And she's like, great, I'm going to order it online because I shop at your other store. And I was like, oh, God, why are you calling us? Call them. Call them. You called the busiest store, okay? Call the other locations because they are not busy and they would be more than happy to talk to you. She's like, baby, you've been so helpful. You've been so helpful. My daughter, she uses the internet for me because I'm blind or whatever. And, I have a nephew who works in herbs. And you know what? He don't want to help me. Who doesn't want to help a blind person? And I was like, me. I don't want to help you. You're bloody annoying, okay? You shouldn't call this many times a day, okay? And it's just question after question after question. And then specifically, if she gets that particular male coworker, she wants to know all about his business. And she's trying to holler at him. Let me holler. Oh, some current events. BBL Drizzy. Ooh, BBL Drizzy. Ooh, BBL Drizzy. This shit has gotten so out of control. And for the last week, it's been 2 weeks of this shit, okay? Mind you, started like May the 4th or started in April, okay? Drake and Kendrick have been going back and forth, dissing each other in rap songs. And I've done my best to stay out of it because I don't know what the hell's going on. I just don't care. But when I heard Drake's old producer make this track BBL Drizzy, I said, oh my God, it is just so comical. You cannot help but smile, maybe laugh, giggle a little bit with BBL Drizzy. And just all the remixes that are happening, it is incredible. But just to kind of touch on the beef lightly, because I'm sure y'all are just as tired of it as I am, or maybe you're completely unaware. But apparently, I'm trying to figure out who fired the first shot. Let me see. Who started the war? Who started the Drake beef? So, the Drake beef was started. And back 10 years ago, this is 10 years ago. What the hell? Back in 2014, Drake and Kendrick Lamar feud started when Drake dissed Kendrick Lamar in a tape interview on ESPN, but then threatened to pull out of the ESPY Awards if the network aired the comments. Okay, so, wow. Oh man. This is kind of crazy because essentially Drake started this war. But particularly, if you're going to start a war with somebody, make sure you can win. Don't start a war that you're going to lose, okay? I don't understand this because Drake is a medium rapper at best, medium emo rap. And Kendrick is we're talking poetic here. We're talking Nobel Peace Prize winning lyricist. Okay. I cannot comprehend why you would take shots at somebody who is above you. That's kind of crazy. But anyhow, let's see. 6 years ago, Pusha T beat Drake in one of the surreal rap beefs in hip-hop history when an exchange of diss tracks was shared. It was ended when Pusha T shared a photo of Drake in blackface and also revealed the existence of his unclaimed son, Adonis. Oh, man. So that was hey, man, don't be firing shots when you got skeletons in your closet, fam, which everybody's got skeletons in their closet. But at least your dear host is willing to admit those skeletons and maybe even try and clean them up sometimes. Drake's more recent collapse, where he was beefing with Kendrick Lamar, Future, Metro Booming, Rick Ross, A$AP Rocky in the Weekend. And even J. Cole jumped in and then immediately bowed out when Kendrick Lamar came guns blazing and fucking destroyed everybody. Anybody that was coming for Kendrick got annihilated, okay? So, what is true to the tale of the tape? Kendrick Lamar out-rapped, outspoke, outwrote Drake. And unfortunately, for Drake, it just adds to the list of what many believed about him, is that he was corny. And the corniness really showed through because some of the things he was saying were just, I was like, oh, and I get it because Kendrick, hit back about his child and the potential of an unborn child, another unborn child that Drake has not claimed, allegedly. And particularly, I'm trying to think what else Drake had said about Kendrick. But Kendrick went DEFCON 5, essentially, with They Not Like Us, because he basically posted on They Not Like Us. If you Google this album cover, They Not Like Us has a picture of Drake's house with Drake address, and then it has the fucking Megan's Law stickers on top of it. He killed him. He killed Drake. Drake is not even on life support. He is dead, buried 6 feet under. There is no way this motherfucker can come back. I mean, he just annihilated this man. Talked about his possible unborn child, talked about how he might be a pedophile by sliding in what's her name, chick from Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown, sliding into her DMs when she was 14 years old. He just emptied the clip on this cat. But the death blow to me was he said some disrespectful shit about Metro Boomin, which Metro Boomin, I've not really been a fan of any of his beats, really, just a few here and there, but Metro Boomin was like Drake's beat guy for many years, and then they had a falling out, okay, because this is a thing with Drake. Drake will befriend someone and then will burn the bridge. That's kind of like a known thing that he does with people, and so he's got a long list of people who are just dying to see this guy go down. And so he said something about Metro Boomin and something to the tune of why don't you shut up and get back to your drum machine or something ridiculous, right? So Metro Boomin just, whatever he said, it struck a chord with him so deep that he went and sat down and created this beat, which was originally by let's see here. The song is originally by King Wilnelius, BBL Drizzy, okay? But it's like slow and it's like 70s style, but it is spot on, okay? Let me play this shit for you. BBL Drizzy. Oh my God, he's going in, no Diddy, BBL Drizzy. So for those who don't know, BBL is a Brazilian butt lift, and they are accusing Drake of having some sort of butt surgery because he's so female. So it's like, wow. I mean, you ain't coming back from this, man. Let me get that Metro Boomin beat, though. That one is crazy. Oh, that's not the one I want. I want this other one. This one right here. This is the one I want. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Oh my God. You can't escape this. This is all over the internet. Oh my God. BBL Drizzy. But my favorite one of all time, this BBL Drizzy Latin version. Here we go. Drake is cooked, fam. You you cannot come back. Once my Latin fam gets you, it's over. Holy ho. Once you get cooked in Spanish, it's a wrap, fam. El BBL, Drake. Once you get cooked in Spanish, y'all, it's over. You're dead, son. You're dead. You cannot come back from this. Like, I mean, there are just memes after memes showing my man's getting shot on Degrassi and ended up in a wheelchair. Oh my God. It has just been wild, right? And it's all fun and games until y'all have actually started doing drive-bys at Drake's house, break-ins. People are getting hurt. That's where I got to put a stop to this. That's where I'm like, hey, I'm out. Y'all cannot be doing all this because it's fun and games when you're clowning somebody with lyrics. You know, that's the way to do it. Like if it's a beef, you know, hey, when I see you, or fists, you know, punches, we scrapping. But when y'all using weapons, when you're using guns, people can get hurt. You're breaking in. I don't with the intent. I'm not sure. Thank God Drake's family is not there in the home, that they just got security people right there. But still, it's like, what have you perpetuated? It's all fun and games until we start drive-by shooting. That's when I got a problem. I'm like, look, I don't want nobody to die over this shit, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you said some disrespectful words. You done some disrespectful things. You mentioned people's family. You mentioned people's kids. The gloves are off, yes, but it's never should get to a point where we're doing drive-by shootings. That's like, no, we gotta stop all that. So, you know, for Drake's safety, I just hope that, you know, that Drake and Kendrick, everybody, that nobody gets hurt. So far, a security guard has been shot. So, please, people, don't engage in this behavior. Just leave it to the professionals, and don't be trying to hurt and kill each other like Team Drake, Team Kendrick. Like, nah, that ain't the way, you know. So, just keep it light. Just stick to the BBL, El Drake. Oh my goodness! Holy smokes! Man is hospitalized after not pooping for 3 months, and his colon had calcified his puke. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. My man's had a calcified poop baby inside of his tum-tum. Doctors said his stomach was the size of somebody delivering triplets. I mean, you... Listen, my guy, if you haven't pooped by the end of the week, go to the motherfucking hospital. Why are you waiting 3 months to deliver a poo baby? I don't understand. Oh my God. I can't even imagine. As somebody who goes 3 times a day, 3 months. Yeah. What? Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. A 3-month-old poo baby inside of his stomach. Doctors had to go in and operate and release the calcified pupe from his tum-tum. Oh, my God. Oh, God damn it, man. Can you just imagine? You're just like, oh man, I'm getting kind of fat, but it's probably nothing. Just getting a little belly, a little dad bod. No big deal. I just only go number 1. It's been a minute since I've gone number 2. Doctors asked him, and he said, it's been like 3 months. God, dog, man. Again, if you ain't pooping by the end of the week, Jack, you need to go to the emergency room. Something is wrong, okay? Severely wrong. Triplets. A poo baby the size of triplets. Oh, my days. Unfucking believable. And speaking of unbelievable, man in England suffered for 17 years with a swollen leg, ballsack, and penis caused by worms. What? Yeah! My guy! Hey! Why are you waiting 17 years to go to the doctor, fam? That's crazy. Yo, my man's had worms in his penis, and it had spread to his ham and his leg. So his leg and his ham and his penis were swollen for 17 fucking years. Okay? Doctor said that they had asked this young man, who is not very young anymore, if you had swollen testicles and a swollen penis for 17 years and you just went to the doctor. You are not the same person, sir. Apparently, this young man had gone to Africa and was bitten by mosquitoes. And the larvae from the mosquitoes had sprouted inside of his ham. And he had scrot worms. And so the scrot worms expanded and I guess took over his penis. And his scrot and his ham and his leg were all swollen for 17 years, full of worms. That is just fucking incredible, man. I mean, guys, if something is wrong, the slightest little thing, especially when it comes to down there, your ham, your penis. Come on. Why are you waiting 17 years to take care of this? I don't understand. What is with guys and not going to the doctor? I mean, my man's earlier just had a poo baby for 3 months. He hadn't shat in 3 fucking months. And he went, I guess I should go to the doctor. Today's the day. And now you get bitten by worms. You get bitten by mosquitoes 17 years ago. And your ham, your penis, your testes, your jables are full of worms, and you don't do anything until 17 years later. Absolutely fucking incredible. I mean, just oh shit. God damn, y'all, that's some savage shit. He's like, nope. My dick's swollen, my balls are swollen, my leg's swollen. Still ain't going to the doctor. That sounds like some BBL Drizzy. El BBL, el like BBL, oh viho. All right, I must end this at once. I will give you my UFC picks. Veronica Hardy, Jake Headley, Billy Gyoch, Tabitha Ricci, Esteban Rivas, Chase Hooper, Waldo Cortez Acosta, Sean Woodson, Carlos Ulberg, Nusartan Ruzbagov, and Derek Lewis. Those are my motherfucking UFC picks. Bet with me, bet against me. Who cares? Let's watch some fucking fights. Yeah. Wow. All right. Before I go, I must admit to a scary, scary moment. I have managed to hurt someone in jiu-jitsu, and she's a tiny little lady, and my intention was never to hurt this person. That is not what is in my heart. I was very confused about the situation because I was choking her, and she was not tapping or was unable to tap, so I was expecting a verbal tap, but I did not receive either. So it was kind of crazy because when the round ended, she was holding her neck in tears, and it was in front of her son, and it was just kind of like, the Bambi moment when Bambi gets shot, or Bambi's mom gets shot, and it's like, Mommy, no. And I was like, oh, fuck. He's like, Mommy. And I was like, ah, shit. And she's like, I'm okay, son. And I was like, fuck, man, fuck. I was like, shitballs. You know what? Probably for the best. I went against my intuition because I just wanted to keep rolling. I want to have some fun. I didn't want to get cold. I was on a roll. I wanted to keep rolling, and she was the only person left. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to roll with this chick. And I went against my intuition, and I rolled with her, and look what the fuck happened. So, damn it. I am incredibly sorry. My intention was not to hurt this woman, and I don't want to hurt people when I roll. I just want to have fun. So I just know for the future we're not gonna roll. There is something there that is just a breakdown in communication, and I'm just not gonna engage with that because somebody gonna get hurt again, and I don't want to be in trouble because I've already hurt too many people already since I got freaking purple belt, man. I've already hurt like 2 people already. This is kind of crazy. So let's tone it down. My coach told me, look, just hold it for 10 seconds and let go. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take that advice. If I roll with somebody I don't trust, I'm just gonna hold the position and then just let go in 10 seconds. I'm just not even gonna attempt a submission because I don't want anybody to get hurt. I'm just there to have fun. I want people to have fun. I want lots of people to go to jiu-jitsu and have lots of fun. I don't want anybody to get hurt. So, all right. On that note, please like, share, and subscribe to Rambo Per Radio, RamboPerRadio.com. Score some merch if you must. I appreciate every single one of you who like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. And I will talk to y'all next week. But until then, this is Rambo Per Radio. I'm out. Peace.
You have mental problems. You have you need attention. You need something.